it's time for some plant knowledge. What's up guys, welcome to my channel, and in this video I will try my best to teach you a little bit about African violets, how you can take care of them to make sure that they're green, happy, and healthy. Their scientific name is SaintPaulia. They belong in the Gesneraceae family, which has maybe over 20 different types of species. Their flowers come in a wide variety of colors, and some special ones are even variegated at the leaves. They obviously come from Africa, but it's very important to know which part of Africa. It's such a large continent. It has its dry savannas, and then it has its wet jungles. These guys like something in the middle. I hear they come from the east forests of Kenya, and I believe they can be found in some parts of Tanzania as well. They're found in rocky terrain, underneath shrubs, and underneath trees. You won't see this skyrocketing like a skyscraper. If anything, with age, they tend to get wider. I've seen some African violets that are over 30 years old, and those suckers are like 5-6 feet wide. They're stunning. So keep that in mind. If you get yourself an African violet, be ready for the commitment. Watering them is so easy. It's what makes them such popular houseplants. You're going to want to water it every 5 to 10 days. Maybe a little bit more during the summer, maybe a little bit less during the winter, but it really depends on where you're at in the world. If you live in a place like Arizona or Texas, you're gonna wanna water it maybe a little bit more than if you lived in London, for example. Now, the lighting is where a lot of people go wrong, at least me in my personal experience with African violets. When I first got these, I put them in a sunny windowsill with all my cacti, and I noticed really quickly that they started to get white patches and they quickly started to lose their flowers. And even though they probably wouldn't have died, they weren't thriving, which is very important. If you want to keep this thriving and green and flowering, keep it away from a sunny windowsill, at least 5-6 feet away, maybe in a table or something like that. And just remember, no direct sunlight, just bright indirect. Another thing to keep in mind, if you want your African violet to flower a bit longer, keep it in its nursery pot. I got these around the same time, and this one is still flowering while this one isn't. And the only difference is that I transplanted this one to a bigger pot, you know? And there's nothing wrong with it. It's not dying, it's not sick just because it's not flowering. Nothing in this world blooms all year long. But if I would want it to flower, I would have to give it very specific plant food. And since it's very easy for me to go overboard with the fertilizer, I tend to just wait for a good season to come. And it normally comes if you keep it in a bright, indirect spot. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. If I missed anything on these incredible plants, please let me know in the comments. And I will hopefully see you guys later in another video. I think that's it. Bye.